Hello. It's been so long since I did a YouTube that I'd forgotten how to do them. And this is my third attempt. And whilst I was previously selflessly opening with the SPFBO results, um, my face just wasn't showing on them. And then when I went to show you some other stuff to do with me, um, we were still looking at the SPFBO results. So I'm going to show you my stuff first and then move on, then share my screen and move on and see if that works. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to give up. So, um, piece of news. I've got some goodies down there and I'm leaning down to get them. I've got a new book out, the book that held her heart. It's the third book in the library trilogy. I hope it ends it well for you. It's been out almost a month now. Um, some people love it, some people not so keen. I think it's the best book in the trilogy. As far as I'm concerned, it's my opinion that matters. Um, this is the Lock Library edition. I'm just showing it off because it's so pretty. You can't buy it anymore, but maybe they'll put it on sale again one day. It's got the nice sprayed edges. It has the end papers by Tom Roberts, who authored in the covers for all of the books and is, of course, a genius. Something else that arrived recently was, well, it came in this box, which is from Grim Oak Press, a very solid uh, piece of kit. And it's the lettered edition of Principles in thick, creamy leather with ridges on the spine and all sorts of niceness. Uh, and if we go inside, you can see that there are coloured illustrations, a special ribbon for marking your page, other coloured illustrations. It's a lovely object. Lettered edition, 52 of them, so they command a high price. It's an expensive piece of kit, but well worth it to the collector. Um, the numbered edition is also leather bound, comes in a slipcase, has a dust jacket. This art is in the lettered edition in sort of a fold out thing in the middle. Um, Jason Chan, who's done all of the illustrations and the covers for these. And it's also leather bound, not quite such thick leather, so ridges on the spine, but otherwise very beautiful thing. And it has the pictures in it. And yes, I think the main deal, apart from the quality, the thickness of the leather, is just that there are more of them, and from a collector's point of view, it makes it very valuable. But if you're more like me, then the numbered edition is a beautiful object, and I think less than a third of the price of the lettered edition. You can get these on the Grim Oak website. And the other thing I wanted to show you before moving on to the SPFBO and sharing my screen, which may make me vanish, is I was sent this from Broken Binding um, on behalf of Philip Chase, who asked them to, and it's the special edition of his the first book in his excellent trilogy, The Way of Eden. I've read all of them, and it's got pretty gold edges. And it has a map, and it has illustrations, one of which I will find for you at random. There you go. Ooh, sorry that my camera and lighting are not wonderful, but the art's very good in these. And Broken Binding do a fine job, and this is a mere £55, which for such a lovely book, oh, it's got nice, um, is actually a very cheap price. So consider that. Right, on to the thing I wanted to talk about a lot, which was the results of the SPFBO. I'll share my screen, and if I vanish, then I will vanish. So make me a little bit bigger. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. There we go. So these are the 10 books, the 10 finalists, and when I show you the score table, remember that the one that came 10th here, it was actually not 10th out of 10, but it was 10th out of 300 books, because 300 books entered the contest this year. So they've all done very well, and they're all, I commend them all to your attention. You can see that the top two places scored exactly the same. We've never had a tie before, but we had a means to break the tie, which was based on the number of blogs that considered each book to be their favorite. And I think it was 5 for By Blood, by Salt and 2 for Mushroom Blues. So By Blood, by Salt took the championship. And um, By Blood, by Salt, I'm going to get copies of both these top two, and I've already got the Mushroom Blues one. By Blood, by Salt is exactly the sort of book that this contest was set up to find, because it has, of all the new champions we've had over the 10 years, it has the fewest number of ratings on Goodreads, which really means got the fewest readers, the smallest readership. It's only got about just over 100 ratings on Goodreads. So this is one of those books that's a sort of hidden gem that the contest has discovered, and that potentially without the contest might have been entirely overlooked. Can't say for sure. You can never tell what's going to happen, but for that reason, and because it's been loved by all of these 10 reviewers here, I feel you should go out and buy it. It's the ebook is pretty cheap, and I think let's show some support and try and change its fortunes. Um, you can check out all of the scores on the scoreboard, and you can find the scoreboard by searching on SPFBO. All of those scores are linked to reviews, and these last four people here are booktubers, so you don't even have to read the review. You can just sit back and let Philip or Cassidy or Kitty or Jay um, tell you all about the book. So yes, go and go and read some SPFBO. And in case you didn't know, that's the self-published fancy blog off that we've been running for 10 years now. After this, we have a month off, and then we're going to do a Champions League. So all 10 of the champions over the past decade are going to be competed against each other with 10 more reviews each. And that will result in, there's no scores in this one, but each judge or judging team will end ranking all of the champions in the order they liked them. And then we'll merge all those together to get an overall order and a champion of champions. And it's just a way to focus some more attention on the best books we've found over the past 10 years. So I will leave you to it, and hopefully this is recorded. Otherwise, I will lose my tiny mind. How do I stop it even? I don't even know how to do that. Bling.